Hi stars. So today I'm going to do another reading. I really don't know very much about this situation at all. I saw a video on Inside Edition about a guy whose name is Kai, and he's known as Kai the Hitchhiker. He protected a woman quite a few years ago from being assaulted or something like that. He protected her. He was a stranger, didn't know her, and he gained fame and notoriety because of that. He was even on a television show, all these things. So fast forward, they wanted to know, Inside Edition did a where is he now? Well, Kai is currently in prison for murder that he says he's innocent of, that he was convicted of killing a lawyer named Joseph Galfi. So I just wanted to pull some cards to see if anything would show up regarding his innocence, or I have no idea what to expect from this, but the first question I have for tarot, for the universe, for the spirits is, can you show me the energies before Kai went to prison? Can you show me a glimpse of his personality and who he is as a person? Basically, I guess what I'm asking is, did he seem, or did he have murderous tendencies? In a 5-card reading. Okay, so the first card I got for Kai was a 7 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Staffs. So I see that he has had, which all of us have before, a little bit of opposition in his life, but he actually was working towards that. He was trying to move forward and remain positive and optimistic. Kai was a very loving person, shown here by, I'll show you the first card, which is initially what I pulled. Okay, so he was working through a few things in his life, but nothing major, nothing serious is showing here. The second card is the Ace of Cups. So this gives me a glimpse into him emotionally. He seems as if he was a very loving person, a jovial person, a happy person. 7 of Cups would signify that as well. The sky's the limit for him. He had a lot of dreams and aspirations and things that he wanted to accomplish in life. Queen of, oh, my candle went out. Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Staffs, shows the same thing, that he had a lot of fiery passion. He was a nurturer, which represents that feminine energy that I'm getting from him. He got a lot of desire and plans. And 7 of Wands here. I hope this smoke from the candle isn't interfering. And 7 of Wands here is indicating again that sevens are, there's a lot of transformation with that number. So he was on the move, he was moving, he was trying to move forward again with his life and remain positive, and anything that he had in the past as far as any negativity or bad dealings or anything like that, he tried to move forward with those things and remain optimistic and positive. That was his present state at that time. That's how he felt. Okay, so we're going to keep going with this. Show me the energies behind that. Did flip a little bit. I'm not going to use it because it didn't actually come out. Show me the energies behind Kai when he encountered this man, Joseph. Joseph was an attorney, so let's just say if Kai is innocent, then that totally makes sense of why he is in prison today, because we know how the justice system can be. But I will not go go off on a tangent about that. Show me the energies involved when Kai had his encounter with Joseph. Five cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. The energies that presented them, this is giving me chills. The energies that presented themselves around that whole situation when they met. The 9 of Wands. So I think initially he thought that maybe his defenses were up. His defenses were up. Because I'm asking of Kai's energy, not Joseph's energy. His defenses were up here. So I don't know at what point he started to feel this way, because it sounds like this man invited him into his home. Again, Kai was a drifter. Kai was a wanderer. So, you know, hey, he's free spirit, dreamer. So, you know, whatever. So his defenses were up. This is saying that here that there was some fighting going on. There was some tension, some fighting, felt uncomfortable. I don't know if this guy made him, obviously, not that I don't know, but obviously there was some tussling and things going on here. This was a choice. Maybe he felt like he needed to leave, but he couldn't. He didn't know how to leave, or he wasn't sure if he should leave. Is this guy weird? Is he not? You know, is it me being overly sensitive? This is a weird situation. But from these two situations here, there was some strife felt. Very negative cards. 8 of Swords. At this point, things had already gotten bad. I think at this point he couldn't really leave. Actually, at this point, this may have been when, in his story, he mentions that he was drugged and he couldn't, he was drugged, and when he awoke, he found that this man had, he was standing over him, or he was over him, or something like that. This man was in his personal space, and it was in a sexual manner. So I believe that this represents, because this person, 8 of Swords, is feeling stuck, or there's no movement, you can't do anything, you're bound, you're blindfolded, there's inactivity here, there's no movement here. This 10 of Swords represents the fear and the stress and everything that he had at this moment in time. There were a lot of burdens on him, and he didn't know exactly what to do and how he was going to get out of this situation. At this point, and it's a 10, so it's a final card. So it's either, you know, do or die at this point. In this situation, I'm calling it a do or die. And I don't mean any disrespect either. I'm just pointing that out. If you were drugged and assaulted, and you awake to find someone standing over you, and you were able to break free, this is exactly how you would feel. There's a lot of burdens on your back. There's a lot of fear. You don't know what to do. You honestly don't see how you're going to get out of this alive. You're going to keep fighting and try to get out alive. Okay, so we'll go on to the next row. What exactly transpired, which we know what transpired, but what exactly transpired between this Joseph man and Kai, and is Kai innocent? One more. So I think this is odd because it's a 3, and I don't know if there was another person. I think this 3 of Cups it's not happiness in the traditional sense of celebration. I believe the 3 is saying that was at this moment when he was able to break free, because he was able to escape and he was able to leave and go to another state. I don't know who was in the state. I don't know if he knew anyone there. I don't know if he had family there or some sort of support system. Again, this is not a celebration in the traditional sense. I think he was happy because he made it out alive. The Lovers to me represents that there was someone, a close friend or family, because this isn't like 2 of Cups. I don't want people to get confused with that. The Lovers is and can be a relationship card, but it's also a card of family or friend. It can be family or friend. So I believe he had some sort of support system or family or friend that took him in at this particular stage. The High Priestess to me represents the fact that he was in limbo and did not know what to do. He didn't know what he needed some guidance, some not counsel. He needed strength and some intuition and insight about what he should do. He felt lost at this particular time. So there was a lot of, I guess, just imbalance. This would be, never mind, I won't say that. So, he really didn't know what to do at this stage. He didn't really have the answers. Okay. The Death card. I think that this is representing what happened in general to his life and to this man, this Joseph person. This may represent Joseph. It may also represent the end of Kai's life as he knew it to be, as this free spirit. He is now confined. And these were the choices that he needs to make, or he has made. At this point, there really weren't any choices. The choice was taken away from him, and this could signify that, whether it was you were guilty or you were innocent. I'll do 3 last pulls. So this page, let me put this here. This page, unfortunately, does represent everything that was about to go on with him. There was a new situation arising, which was his life after, there was a new beginning. After the death of this man, after he made the choice and the justice system made the choice, this was the beginning of a terrible, stressful situation. And when it happened quickly. Once the ball began to roll, it happened quickly. The Queen of Swords. If you were to look at her in the in reverse, because that's how I have to view this card. It represents to me the mental stress and strain at the time, and maybe at this time, I don't know if he's found peace, but the mental strain and stress that it took on him, and he didn't see a way out. He tried to figure out what to do. It clouded his judgment and clouded his mind. He felt as if he was at a standstill. There was no movement as far as intellectually. He literally couldn't do anything at this stage. And the Two of Pentacles. So because of the nature of this deck, the Two of Pentacles would be the lack of choice. The lack of choice. That your choices have been taken away from you. That is what I've gathered from this reading. I can't necessarily say that he's innocent or not, but I can say, looking at how he was before, looking at how he was after, and everything that occurred after, I feel as if, I feel really strange saying this, I feel as if this man may be telling the truth. The last two cards that I pulled out, which you can see slightly here, the Eight of Pentacles. I think he put in a lot of hard work, whether people believe it's hard work, again, in the conventional sense. I believe he put in a lot of hard work to be whatever it was he wanted to be, whatever that meant to him. And he was okay with that, to only ultimately end with total despair, complete and utter despair. I feel this reading was very sad, and I just wanted to jump on and do something quickly. I'm gonna do 2 more. I believe he's found again, it feels odd to say because we're not in his situation. Do I believe this man has peace? Absolutely not. But I think he's the only thing he can do, because he has no choices, is to live his life and try his very best to move forward confined. That sounds very difficult, extremely difficult, especially if you are in fact an innocent person. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until then, and next time, keep shining. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much, and you guys have an awesome day or evening.